feel like I only wear this top. It's literally all my videos. It's the 1st of November and I'm heading to Penang this morning. It was Halloween last night. It was really fun. My plan was to go down the Gulf of Thailand, but my flight is from Singapore to Australia in 2 weeks. And I just didn't want to rush the islands, and the weather isn't great in like Krabi and PP right now. And also, if I did the islands, I'd have to fly back to Bangkok, to then fly to Singapore, to then fly to Australia. So it just seemed a bit backwards. Like, it doesn't make sense. So I stood outside the airport in Chiang Mai, and the one guy who like walked over to me sparked up a conversation, and he was actually from Malaysia, and he was like you should just go, it's so good. It was just weird timing, because I was really stuck between going to Malaysia or the Gulf of Thailand, and that kind of confirmed it to me that I should go to Malaysia. I was a bit concerned about the culture differences, because I only had little tops, little skirts, because I've been in Thailand, Vietnam and stuff, and obviously it's like a heavily Muslim country, and I didn't want to be disrespectful, but he reassured me and said that's not really the case, like for tourists and stuff you're fine, and I was. So that was one worry. And also I didn't know how backpackery it would be, because I didn't actually meet anyone who had been, or I knew who was going to Malaysia, so it was a bit of a, I don't know, in my head it was a bit of a risk. I kind of like set myself up to be alone for the next 2 weeks. I'm getting a flight to Langkawi, the island, because the ferries aren't running right now. It was only like £15 the flight. I think I can go from Langkawi to Kuala Lumpur on a bus. I've actually not thought about that. I need to think about that. I need to think about how I'm going to get to Langkawi to Kuala Lumpur, but I think I booked the flight. Anyway, but from Kuala Lumpur to Malacca to Singapore, you can literally get coaches the entire way. And yeah, I don't really know much about the country, to be fair. I've just gone off recommendations as the plan. Changed it up a bit. My mum does not know yet. I am now fully solo. I've left Sophie, Emily. Sophie was with me till Bangkok, but she's doing her own thing now, going to the Philippines. So yeah, I actually am now fully alone. But I'm going to like sociable hostels and stuff, so I'm sure I'll meet people. And it's kind of exciting to be alone. When you're with someone, yeah, it's really nice. There's like pros and cons, but you do have to make like compromises and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. It's only 2 weeks, so I'll be alright. But yeah, I did actually hurt my ankle last night. It's not too bad, it's got a little bit better, but it is kind of painful. I've put like a bandage on it, because it's like the inside of my foot. Also, look at the colour of my Crocs. They have been well used on this trip so far. beautiful sunset. I'll insert a picture of what this was meant to look like because it's underwhelming.
That you could, like a stuff, yeah, sort of like a stuff.
So what it is a movie? No. It could be a lot better. Okay, I'll do it again. Okay. But at the end of the day,
A clip of someone climbing under that barrier. I actually suggested we go watch the sunset because I'd seen this insane picture, the sunset looking over this harbour. We got there and it was all closed off and it was just a big building site and you couldn't see anything. And I felt bad. These other people came in an Uber and met us to watch the sunset and it was just non-existent. So we actually climbed under the construction work barriers to see if we could walk and find it. So we technically broke in and then we couldn't, and that's what that clip is. And then later on you can see a clip in the dark of the boats. I think that was where we were meant to be, but on the map it wasn't the right place. We all ended up sitting in the dark, getting some tinnies, drinking, and then we played Pictionary in the sand, and we played just like little games. We put a fire on her phone. It was actually a really wholesome night. And then I didn't film, but actually after this, we went to a karaoke bar and met a girl I met in Laos, Rebecca. It's my second or third day now, and I was a bit worried at the beginning that I would like meet no backpackers. I was kind of preparing myself to be like alone for like 2 weeks. I just didn't think there would be many backpackers here, but I've genuinely met so many people. In the hostel, I'm in such a good hostel, it's called House of Lullaby. If you want to meet people in Penang, definitely go there. Now we're doing like a hike in the national park to a turtle sanctuary, and then we're getting a boat to a beach we can actually swim in because there's so many jellyfish around Penang. My ankle still hurts a little bit, so hopefully the hike isn't too bad, but I just really wanted to do it. I actually met more people in this Malaysia hostel than I did Bangkok and Chiang Mai, so yeah, if you're thinking about coming to Malaysia, do it.
What do I believe?
Oh, a mouse.
Oh wow.
It's for a mouse.
Oh, it's not a mouse. No, that's what it is.
2 hours a day, 5 months and a year. Oh, I loved you too long.
We got so lucky.
I think I'm good now.
I keep asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt? Why do you still hurt? Who's wrong and who's right? I cannot decide, 'cause I'm sober tonight. I cannot escape. I'm here till it breaks. Oh, how my heart aches. You keep blowing me out.
It's a rescue station.
I don't think that's like a zoo.
The cage was tiny.
I don't know.
I hope they do.
I think they do.
I hope that's
The purpose, yeah. So I think a lot of them get.
It's about going to a turtle sanctuary. If you go to Penang National Park, don't do it. It's barely a sanctuary. I think there's 2 big turtles and a few baby turtles just in like plastic containers. It was kind of horrible to see actually. I don't really know the backstory. There was no one there to explain what they were doing. You could kind of just wander in and look at these turtles. And it was weird because it wasn't a national park. So we thought it'd be okay, but we wouldn't recommend going there. But it's not like you're giving money to it. It's free, but it just felt wrong. I didn't enjoy it. I don't know if I'll insert the clips, and you can kind of see for yourself what I mean. They might have been rescued and whatnot, but it didn't feel that like the turtles were in the best environment. they could have been. In that well?
Yeah, it's shaped like a rabbit. Hold on.
Why do you still hurt?
I don't think they're poisonous.